Oh my goodness. Well, at least we can let people know that if they want to find this place, look for the pictures. For today's adventure, we are going down Finning Mill Road, just off of Foresthill Road. Here's the main highway coming to it. And that's where we're going. Down that way, about 10 or so miles. Yeah, should be fun. It says end of snow removal, which tells me that, could be interesting. Rock crawler area. It has had a big snow up in this area very recently. Well, not exactly in this area, but up a little bit higher, but I guess it came down. We had a blizzard in the Sierras. That was amazing. Hey everyone, it's Sherry with Squatchable. We decided that we would have a little bit of fun today, and right now we're up in Foresthill, California, which is about 20 miles outside of Auburn. The reason why we're here is that there was a Bigfoot report from somewhere around this area. We think we found the approximate area. This particular report took place up on Fanning Mill Road in Foresthill, California. It says roughly 10 miles in. And we think we found the location. It says it's up on a hill. There's an obvious campground. So we reached the crest of a hill, and there's obviously a campground up here. We decided to go ahead and stop here and take a look around and just see if we can find anything that's interesting about this place. This report number, 2326 from the BFRO, it says that it was from 1998 is when the occurrence happened, and I guess it was some World War II reenactors that heard some howls and screams in the middle of the night close by. And what made us want to come to this particular one is that 6 miles away as the crow flies, there was another report that had a little bit of similarities that had the same sort of activity, howls and screams in the middle of the night. Now, what makes these two sighting locations have an interesting similarity is that with this being a World War II reenactment location, they were firing blank rounds, guns, all day, and then silenced themselves for the night. Now, the other location, they were up and doing target shooting during the daytime, and at night they went to bed, and then the activity started happening. The other report number is BFRO number 502, and that one took place in the year 2000. So let's take a look around here. It looks like they're still recovering from some cuttings in this area. It's relatively clear in some of these walking areas with bunches of trees bundled together.
Go ahead.
1 second. Let those really loud rounds go off there. Wow, that's some loud rounds. Yeah, that whatever gun that dude was just firing is definitely louder than all the other ones. So I think he was trying to show off. We'll go ahead and bang on this tree a little bit. I mean, other than the rounds being fired off out there, it's really, really quiet around here. So, well, no, we'll give it a try, but I doubt we'd be able to hear anything anyways because of those guns. So. Nope. You need a pro stick. Apparently my many hours in the gym has made it to where I overpowered that weak stick. All other humans here. Can't even get a bird to respond.
Do the whistle thing again.
Yeah, it's so quiet. There's no birds. I saw one little creature jump from one branch to another, but other than that, there is no living little creatures running around right now. Which is surprising because it's pretty warm right now. I'm just in this t-shirt and everybody has heard me talk about, oh, how cold I am, I'm a wimp, I'm from California. Well, it's pretty toasty up here. I feel like I could be in a regular t-shirt and there's nothing. No birds doing any responses, nothing. All right, let's go across the road and up that hill. Granite countertops, anyone? Ever want to know how a Bigfoot gets across the road safely? Unlike regular humans who are super like, oh, they stop, they look, and they cross. Let's stop and whistle. We're
Go
gonna
ahead.
keep heading up a little bit more, but then we're gonna go ahead and head back on down. And then we're gonna head back down because we've gotta stop by Foresthill and then go pick up someone in Auburn. So after walking a pretty decent way in, I mean, if you look, you can't see the road back there anymore. I don't know. I mean, we're not seeing any signs that people say are Bigfoot structures, but gosh dang it, it's dense through here. Oh, wait a minute. I finally heard a bird. That's one. That's one in all this time up here. Just one. And it wasn't even like it was chirping. I think it was maybe fluttering around or something. And it was up there. But that is it. Yeah. I'm listening and... Oh, wait. There's birds now. It's not so desolate anymore. All right. Hey, hey, hey. Somebody was shooting a little propane can up here. I bet that made a boom. So this area is this area is pretty easy to get to if you wanted to check it out for yourself. If you get to Foresthill, you drive a few miles past Foresthill and you find the Finning Mill Road, and you just get off on it and you drive up. This is, I think we checked our odometer, it's about 10 miles. That's about how far the report said that they were in. Like I said, we're up at the top of a hill. There's an obvious campground there. The road, I think if right now during the winter time, I probably wouldn't bring a car in just because it was a little slick, a little bit clay. If you look, the road is not paved and it's not really gravelly. I think that largely it's for the off-highway vehicle people, but it wasn't a bad drive at all. So maybe during the summertime when the ground is definitely dry, you could probably bring any kind of car up here to check this place out. I mean, it's really pretty. If you're a person that doesn't like being in complete isolation, for wintertime, that's a lot of people that watched a few times. I mean, towards the end, the wildlife started coming out. You know, a bunch of little birds and stuff. But other than that, it's pretty darn quiet. There's gunshots everywhere in the distance, but that's about it. But yeah, I mean, it is a nice area to possibly camp in, except for the backsides of these rocks includes some human body parts that cannot be mentioned on YouTube. So if you're sensitive to those kind of modern human graphics, you might want to try a different campsite. But other than that, I mean, if you're not too sensitive about that, you know, this looks like it'd probably be a fun place to camp. And if you're definitely more of an off-highway vehicle person, I'm sure that there's a lot of play areas that you'll enjoy up here. We hiked that way quite a ways away and up the hill quite a ways away, and we didn't run into any other people. So it's pretty isolated out here. And to recap the report numbers that brought us up here, this particular location looks like it was report number 2326 from the BFRO from 1998. And the other one was report number 502, which is about 6 miles as the crow flies from this area. Both of them talked about screams and howls happening in the middle of the night. And both of them, it looks like kind of the common link between both of them is that they were out here shooting guns during the daytime. So I don't know, do with that what you will, but we'll post the links to these reports here and yeah, have fun perusing them. Right now we are on Hollow Log Road, just stopping to take a view of this area. It's a little bit of a distance, maybe half a mile or 1 mile, something like that, from where we were recording at, but it is a nice overlook. As you can see, snow and beautiful green forest. And as you saw from the start of this video, it says regular cars not recommended. So if you're coming up here, I would not drive down this road, but it's a beautiful overlook. Some logging's been happening here, of course. It looks like there are people who live up here, but this is really about it that we've seen out here. Last remnants. Crunch, crunch, crunch. It's been a while since I've been near a bathroom. This creek and this sudden dip in temperature here is making me cold, and I really gotta go. This is one of the little bit iffier areas if you're wanting to come to this spot in the wintertime. It's kind of at the bottom before the road starts improving. You know, a little gooey, but it feels like it's been, I don't know, decomposed, granitized, I guess you could say. And here's the creek that's up here. It's a really pretty creek. It's a little chilly. Woo. The reason why I like to whistle is because it gives me a chance to hear if anything at all responds, whether it be bird or whatnot. I'm a little bit of a bird brain. Those rocks might be slippery. Whee! Oh my gosh. Okay. Thou shalt not pass. By the way, that was not a Bigfoot call. That was a any humans around here listening to me call. What'd you find? Yeah. If you guys are wondering why I didn't go much further than just by that roadway, it's because it says private property. No trespassing. That's an interesting footprint. An interesting track. Since I don't live in the snow, I'm not as good at figuring out things. But that'll give you an idea of what kind of wildlife is walking around here. Just cruise on the roadway in the winter. Well, that's out of place. Okay, any ideas? I don't see a marijuana grow. I don't see any homes. It is kind of just chucked on the side of the roadway. Ooh. What is this? Ugh. Wow. This is a relic. Look at that. It's got the... That was in there pretty good. Okay. Well. Any guesses? Was this a burner phone? Was this a poor rock crawler who lost his phone on the way here? Or did some poor camper just leave their phone on top of their truck and drove down the road and oops, they lost it. Wow. Look at that. What the heck type of phone is this? Is it even a phone? I mean, it says Metro PCS. My gosh. I probably sound like one of those kids that finds like an old Nokia phone and they're like, what the heck is this thing? It doesn't have colors? This one doesn't even have a screen. I swear. I could probably show this to some kid and they'd be like, huh? Star Trek? Actually, no. They wouldn't know what Star Trek was. And I haven't watched enough Star Wars to know if any devices like this are in Star Wars. That is interesting. Well, I was in kind of deep there. Being good stewards of the forest, we will remove this from the forest. So that way, its little stuff does not tarnish the soil. That's our souvenir! Right there. We'll just leave that right there. It's nice to see that they have got the brush cleared out from underneath these power lines. They're reporting that those fires, at least the one that was up in Paradise, the campfire, they're saying that it was because of equipment touching brush that was uncleared. This one Looks pretty darn clear. Right now, we're at St. Joseph Catholic Cemetery, 1861 Forest Hill. We decided to make a stop here because as we were driving along, it was stunningly beautiful. Look at this artwork. That's beautiful. Look at this other statue here. Wow. So it was a tree that was here that they proceeded to carve into an angel. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they just took the tree that was there. In fact, on all of them, now that I'm paying attention, they all are just trees that they converted into statues. That's really unique. I'm used to seeing marble statues, granite statuary kind of things, but these are wood that was carved right here. I like how they have some benches in here. That gives you a nice place to sit and reflect. Everyone, I got reports that there are footprints inside Stuff Antique Shop here in Forest Hill. Let's go inside and see.
Wonderful. Are you set up for guests?
Ooh, he's pretty busy here. Oh my goodness. Look at these goodies.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if we can find these tracks.
The last thing you want once you know, if you've
Look at that
got a
stuff.
customer last
That is so
tick 'em
awesome.
off by going, you know, when you were in last month,
Where's those tracks?
it didn't work.
Yeah.
You know, and the
Okay,
flag flew by,
we're looking.
And there was a satellite.
How much is this? 10 or 15? I forget.
That was 10.
10?
Oops, so sorry. We're looking.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Never see to get enough.
We found tracks.
Yeah, that's the ATM
Now-
machine. You want some cash?
Those have incredibly high arches and lack that mid-tarsal break. But I don't know. Maybe it's a more urban Bigfoot. It's quite a bit larger than my hand. It's got some pretty good width there. And it's hanging out with chickens. And this is the owner of Stuff. Yep, we're up here in Forest Hill, and this is the gentleman who has the tracks, the cast iron tracks.
Yeah, we had to do them in iron because we didn't want them to wash away.
Smart idea.
Yeah, a little plaster in the rain, you know,
Man,
that sort of thing.
kind of iffy if it works. Take care, Mike, and have fun.